September 23rd of 2008. I stood on the razor's edge of a cliff with a 3,000-foot drop-off on my left and a 90-degree rock face on my right. At 12,000 feet, I was only a quarter mile away from my destination, which was the summit. You'd think nothing would stop me, but yet I had to turn around at that point. The 6 inches of snow that covered the 6-inch trail made me unable to climb to the top of Mount Borah, the highest mountain in Idaho. I had not planned well, and so I was unsuccessful. But that day I declared that I would come back and I would climb to the top of that mountain someday. Now I know that all of you are avid backpackers and that you love to run the trails of Idaho as well, but maybe you've never climbed to the top of Mount Borah. I'm going to give you 4 ideas today that will help you be successful in your attempt to climb Mount Borah as well. The first concept is, in order to be successful, you must preview the mountain for success. And there's our beautiful mountain, Mount Borah, which is also called Peak Borah. Now, Mount Borah is an uphill battle from the get-go. Borah does not mess around with any rolling foothills, but starts to climb immediately uphill. Despite that, hundreds to thousands of people climb Mount Borah every year, of all ages. It's small compared to other great mountains. Mount McKinley is 20,000 feet. Mount Everest is 29,000 feet, while Mount Borah is only a little under 13,000 feet. So it's a great place to start. It's also relatively safe, with only 3 climbing deaths in its history. Now that seems like probably 3 more than you want, but there are 210 deaths recorded on Mount Everest, with 150 bodies still unrecovered, according to the Deadly Business of Climbing Everest. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer not to have too many dead bodies on my day hike, so I think Mount Borah is a great choice. Once you preview the mountain for success, you realize that you need to start to pre-train your body for success. It takes both strength and endurance to climb Mount Borah. So you need to train aerobically and strength train so that you have the lungs and the legs to climb the mountain. According to Elizabeth Quinn, Hiking and Backpacking Safety Tips, she has this great idea that you should train for a big climb with a lot of little climbs and to carry a full backpack. That best simulates what you're actually going to be doing, and you can feel the weight and feel the aerobic burn of trying to climb those little mountains, knowing that it's going to be even greater when you get to Mount Borah. So once you have previewed the mountain for success, pre-trained your body for success, you need to pre-plan your trip for success. I have another picture to show you, and this one is of my husband and I on September 23rd at the trailhead. And you'll notice that we are standing there in the pre-dawn light of the day. It is still dark. That is because you want to start early in the day. It can take 6 to 12 hours, depending on your physical ability, to climb Mount Borah. So you want to give yourself plenty of time to be climbing in daylight. Nobody likes to climb dangerous mountains at night. And then according to Hiking Idaho, the peak season to climb Mount Borah is between July 15th through September 15th. And you may have noticed that in my introduction, I was climbing the mountain on September 23rd, which explains the 6 inches of snow that stopped me from making the summit. Once you have previewed the mountain for success, pre-trained your body for success, and pre-planned your trip for success, you need to prevent injuries for success. Now, good equipment, plenty of water, and appropriate clothing are all important. But I have the most important piece of safety equipment, in my opinion, right here. And that is a handsome climbing buddy. Now, if you can't get a handsome climbing buddy, I suppose you'll still be safe. But if you can get a handsome one, I think you should. The Boy Scouts of America have long stated that the buddy system is the only way to go into the wilderness. that it provides safety. And they have absolutely ripped this off from Ecclesiastes 4, 9 and 10, which says, "Two are better than one, because they will have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion, but woe to him who is alone when he falls." This was illustrated by Mike Turner from Caldwell, Idaho, a pastor who had gone on a solo hike through the Montana wilderness. When he got his leg lodged in a boulder field, he survived for 7 days alone. But on the 7th day he died because there was no one to help him. And though he'd suffered no injuries, the entrapment was fatal because he was alone. And that's why I've invited all of you here, because I think the more buddies, the better. So you're all invited to join me on my next trek to the summit of Mount Bora. August 16th, 2009. Once again, I'll be standing on the razor's edge of a cliff with a 3,000-foot drop off to my left and a 90-degree cliff to my right. But this time I will be climbing to the summit of Mount Bora because I have previewed the mountain, pre-trained my body, pre-planned my trip, and prevented injuries for success.